Today I'm going to show you how to make a bag using your old jeans. Okay, so first of all you need to get a pair of jeans. Obviously it doesn't matter the style or whatever. You don't even have to use jeans really, any pair of trousers. Okay, so the first thing is you have to chop off the legs. So you need to make sure everything's lined up properly. And then you need to get a good pair of scissors and just go straight across the legs. If you want you can draw a line across so you get it nice and straight. But me being lazy, I just do everything by eye. Yes, we do need a good pair of scissors. These ones aren't great, as usual. Just cut both the legs off, and then you've already got the body of your purse. Okay, so it probably would have been a good idea to measure this, because you want the thickness to be the same on both sides. So just check that. See, I was lucky. There's the right size. Okay, so now you have to turn it inside out. And then we'll have to sew the bottom up. Okay, so you just have to take some pins once you've lined it all up properly again. So here's just take some pins and pin it all the way along the bottom, so when you sew it, it doesn't move out of place. Okay, so just do that all the way across. Okay, so once you've done that, it's time to start sewing. You can do any stitch, like the simple straight stitch will be fine. I don't know what stitch this is called, but I just kind of go through one side, hook it over the edge and come out the other side. Yeah, that probably don't make sense again. Hopefully you'll be able to see it though. This camera's not great today because there's not decent light. So just go through, come out one side and hoop back over to the first side. That's what I do. Like I say, you can use a straight stitch, which repeated myself again and we've only just started. Okay, so just make sure the stitches are nice and tight so you don't get any holes in the bottom of the bag. Okay, so do that all the way across the bottom. Okay, so once you've done that, you can turn the zip into another pocket. You don't have to do this, but as there's a zip there, I like to have it functional. So you just get a square from the leftover leg material, and you want it to be just slightly bigger than longer than the zip, and you just basically place it on top of the zip and sew it on. So when you're doing this, be careful not to sew the other side of the jeans to it as well. You just want to sew this square onto the one side, if that makes sense. And after starting this, I realised I should have pinned it. Otherwise it will move about. This is when I think, oh, I need pins. So I just added a couple. As you can see, that square is not very square, it's a bit of a funky shape. I really need to learn to measure things out. It's not that I can't, I'm just too lazy. Okay, so just sew all the way around the edge of that pocket. Well, it will eventually be a pocket. And that's the neighbours knocking, sorry if you can hear that. Knocking on the door, got new noisy neighbours. Okay, so they sew quite a lot as well. Need to stop doing that. Sorry, I have some bad habits. If you ever pick up on any bad habits I've got, just tell me. Okay, so once you've sewn it all the way around, that's basically it for the inside of the bag. So you just pop it the right can't talk. Pop it the right way round again. There, done it. Okay, and the camera goes blurry. Okay, so you got your little zip. So you open it up, and there's a little pocket, so you can actually keep things in there without obviously it falling out. Because obviously the other pockets don't have any fasteners or anything, so you can use them as pockets, but things might fall out. Okay, so you can put a zip on this, but just for a little simple thing, just get a little bit of elastic and you tie it around the back of the belt hoop. Just put a knot in the end, so that bit's a bit too small. Need to get a larger bit. Need a bit about a couple of inches long. Okay, so you just put it through the loop and then tie a knot in it. Then that gives you another little loop. Seem to have trouble doing the simplest of things on this thing. There, just a simple knot, and you got the loop. And then that can just hook on the button at the front. Like that. And then it stays closed. Like I say, you can put a zip in there, some magnetic fasteners or whatever you like. That's just a quick, simple way. Okay, next thing is to see, can't talk again. Ooh, make the handle. So basically, you get one of the legs and you cut straight down one of the seams of the legs, and then that's the length for the handle. And the length you're cutting would be basically the size that you want the strap to be. You want it twice that thickness. So as you can see how thick that bit is, I don't want it that thick, obviously I want half of that. So you cut it twice the size, and then you want the right way facing up, so when you fold it over like this, the inside is now on the outside, and you just have to sew along that side, the open side. Once you've done that, you have to turn it, I was about to say inside out, but the right way round. This does look a bit fiddly, but the more you turn it inside out, the quicker you can do it, the easier it becomes. Okay, so once you've done that, sorry it did get a bit darker here, sun went in. Okay, it's time to add the handles to the bag. This is just really like simple. Again, you can sew by hand or you can use a machine. Same with the bottom bit, you can use a machine. Okay, so you just pin the handle or strap in place, like right in the corner of the bag, and then pin the other side in place as well, just so you know where everything's going to go before you actually start sewing. There, it kind of looks like a bag. Okay, so then camera could blurry again. So you just get another bit of thread and a needle and just poke it through one side and put it straight back where you put I'm gonna quit talking. Okay, just tie a little knot. Make sure you don't get it stuck on your watch like I just did. And just do a simple stitch along the bottom a few times, like I went back and forth a couple of times across the strap thing. And then you do exactly the same for the other side of the strap or handle. See, I'm really confusing myself now. Oh, I'm no good at this. That needle gets in the way. Do you know I pricked myself so many times when I was doing this? Okay, so once you've done that, you end up with a bag. So yeah, it's all finished. again, be careful. Hope you don't prick yourself as much as I did. So I'm just kind of clumsy. And yeah, hope you enjoy this, and send us some pictures if you make your own, and they could be featured on our website. Okay, thank you.